Okay, we're live. It's going, so I'm just gonna get connected.
Okay, what I'm curious to know is if I hold this up here,
Hold on, I need to connect somewhere. Okay.
look at this thing. This is terrible. That green is almost impossible to read.
You should send it out as an email.
I suppose rather than having this try to write that out,
Yeah,
I think I should just,
send that to them or post it on the comments or something and then
just keep it to the map.
keep it to the map so that you're explaining what our plan is. And then they can ask questions and then you can go from there. I mean, I don't know what your spiel is. But that's pretty good. Can you work around that or?
Yeah, because if it's here, I can stand right here and just say, all right, so everybody, here's what's going on. Obviously, you can see by looking at this that this is the state of Utah, which is where we'll be spending most of our time. Maybe some down in Arizona, but once we get there, Utah is the focus. So that's why you're seeing this up on the board here. I'm adding in Salt Lake City, Denver, Vegas, just as some landmarks for you. You can see I've got Zona, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, and Nevada. So that gives you a good idea of how things are going to go. All right, so as we get in, we're going to come in from like right up in here, and we're going to wind up going right over here, and that's going to be area number 1, and that is going to be Moab. All right, so within the Moab area, there's Arches, there's Canyonlands, there's Dead Horse State Park, 3 things to do in that area. Frankly, that's enough for a week's worth of stuff right there. Arches, you could go on bazoodles of hikes. So anyway, so as you can follow along, we're going to be out here from October 5th to October 9th. And then on Friday, we are going to move down to area number 2, which is the Goosenecks. And within that area, there is Valley of the Gods Road. Monument Valley is down in this area. There's some Puebloan ruins in this area. There's a few things to do here. I'm not necessarily thinking as much stuff to do in this area as much as maybe just some downtime. And I know that this is a great dark skies area. We are planning on doing a little bit of night photography here. And we possibly might be bringing along the telescope and setting it up too, because it would be worth a look. All right, so we've talked about area number 2, and then number 3 area, at least for the Kramers, is going to be over here, which is that Snow Canyon. Screwed that up, but anyway, you get the idea. So the Kramers are then going to end up going here for area number 3. Now that's a place where you guys might want to go somewhere different. On Tuesday, we're going to go ahead and get Carvin over to the airport. And then after we're done with that, we're going to go right back here, which this is area number 4. This is Lone Rock Beach Campground. So Kramers are going to go like this to area number 4, and within that area there's Horseshoe Bend, there's Antelope Canyon, there is lake boat tours and stuff like that. Grand Staircase Escalante is up above here, lots of stuff to do. Then the last stop is Bryce Canyon is up in this area, and that is going to be area number 5. Okay, so Bryce Canyon is going to be here, and so we will move up there for the last little bit, and then come October 25th, we will leave this area, and we're off to the races back home. That should give you a good idea of the overall flow of things. So we come in, we kind of work our way roughly in a clockwise motion. I realize there's a little off, but generally speaking. And I had to set it up this way to get Carvin to the airport in the middle of this thing. It didn't work to flow the other way around for us. I could go into why. I'm not going to. It just didn't work. Yep. So anyway, that is the general gist of things. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go to my computer, and I've made up a few maps on things, and you can follow along on the maps, and I can make, I think, most of this stuff available to you later on. So give us just a minute here. We're going to we're going to stop looking at this whiteboard. What now?
Question?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Keep in mind here, folks, as I go into this next part, don't start emailing or texting in your questions just yet, because I'm not looking at them. I need to get through this presentation once, otherwise we'll be here till next Tuesday. So I'm going to get through the presentation once, and then we'll loop back around and open it up for questions, and that would be your time to get those comments out there. Keep in mind this. With your comments, you might end up commenting back and forth with each other. Keep that in lowercase. If you have a question or comment directly from me, how about you uppercase the whole thing? Put your caps lock on. That will help me distinguish whether or not you're addressing something to me versus just an open general kind of comment. All right, so give us just a second to turn the board around here and get ourselves set up on the computer, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, this needs to go there. Putting the chair back in here. All right, everybody. So we're going to start by, I need to get this open. I will have this done better next time. All right. You're looping, you know that? Okay, so I got to turn this thing a little more so it's out like so it's right on. How level is that screen? I can't see it, so.
It's fairly level, but I'm having a hard time seeing the middle of the screen.
Okay, does it help to do this? Okay, further.
That's actually pretty good. Just start your presentation, then I'll stop you if I can.
Okay. All right, everybody. So you can kind of see what I've got up here is a map of the Western United States. Home, Moab, as Moab would be our first start, our first stop when we're down there. I'm showing this as, here's our total travel time, a little over 17 hours. You can't? What?
No, what you just said, I can't see.
Okay, can you see what I'm circling here?
No. I just can see the map.
How about that?
Where are you circling?
You see this?
No.
We got a problem.
Are you circling something on the map?
Yes. How about if I do something like that? Does that help at all from a side view? Now,
Can you get a little closer?
yeah.
Can you make it closer still? Okay, now circle. Pretty good. Can you make your cursor like bigger? Can you change the size of your cursor?
I did this. Did that help? Okay, I blew it up a little bit.
But the cursor,
How can I make my cursor bigger?
I think you can do that in settings in the computer. And then I just scroll. Okay, now let's try display. Typing. I can figure that out. Huh? Settings, ease of access. Cursor and pointer.
Cursor and keys? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I can get to cursor and keys, but I have no idea how to. It doesn't allow me to change anything.
Really?
Well, here, I'm in text controls, right? And I scroll down cursor and keys and
Can you click on? Pointer size. There we go. Pointer size. Pointer color. Change it to black.
yeah, if it puts it on a link, it goes bigger, but otherwise it does not. Sorry, that. So it either works like this right here, or we're stuck.
Well, I can see it if you move it slowly.
I mean, like,